Salvete! Hello everybody, this is Latin with Stephen. Welcome to another video. Wherever you are in the world right now, thanks for choosing to join me. Here we're building up step by step, expanding our repertoire in terms of vocabulary and verbs and becoming more and more confident using the Latin language. Let us quickly review what we learned in the last lesson. We learned a couple of new are verbs, first conjugation. Can you remember what we did? The verb to carry, like the porter. Portare. Portare. I carry the table. Mensam. Porto. The farmer carries a spear. Agricola. Hastam. Portat. So we had portare. We had the verb to look at or watch, a bit like a spectator does. That's spectare. We said the domina ancillam spectat. The mistress watches or looks at the slave girl. Spectare. And then we made it a little bit longer by putting ex at the front, expectare. Then it becomes like the English verb to expect or to await something. We are awaiting the daughter, our daughter. Filiam expectamus. Filiam expectamus. So we had portare, spectare, expectare. Okay? And then we introduced our first irregular verb, a very important one, which is the verb esse, which means to be. Can you remember how we conjugated that? Most unusual. It goes sum, I am, es, you are, to one person. Est, with est, which is he, she, or it, third person. We are, somos, you are plural, estis, and they are sunt. Let's repeat a couple of times. Sum es est, somos estis sunt. Sum es est, somos estis sunt. That is our verb esse. That's the infinitive, to be. Esse, okay? And we had the question word, ubi. Where? Where is? Where is Julia? Ubi est Julia. Nunc, now. Julia est, in. And we can use our little ablative phrases. Do you remember the places we learned? With ablative, in villa, with a long final syllable. In collina, in taberna, in arena. What about in the street? In via. Ubi est agricola. Agricola est in taberna. All right, so we practiced all those things. Let's now learn some new vocabulary. Okay, let's move on. All right, two new first declension nouns. Pecunia, pecunia, very important one. This, it means money. This is a very interesting word actually. It comes most likely from the word pecus, which means cattle, because in the early days of Roman life, in that agrarian civilization, agrarian stroke military civilization, the means of exchange, the mode of exchange would be cattle. Even when you went to law, so to speak, in some kind of legal quarrel, each party would have to bring before the judge a cattle, and this was called a sacramentum. And the cattle from both parties would be taken, and he who lost the legal suit, he who lost the trial, so to speak, then forfeited his cattle, the sacramentum, and that then went to the state, presumably to be used for public sacrifices as part of the religious rites. And so people buying and selling would originally, one imagines, use cattle. And then after that, bronze bars would be weighed in various shapes, not particularly organized, lumps of bronze, before we come to bronze coins. So that's the origin of pecunia, the cattle. We have in English financial or pecuniary matters, financial matters. If I don't have a lot of money, I could say I am impecunious. I am in impecunious circumstances. So all these nice words come from Latin, pecunia. Pecunia. Slightly easier one is the word for a chair or a stool, which will be sella. Sella. Let's just practice our first declension pattern using this word. Important to keep revising this. So from nominative right down to dative, ablative singular. Sella, sella, selam. Selai, selai, selah. Again, sella, sella, selam. Selai, selai, selah. Plural this time. The chairs. Nominative. Selai, selai, selas. Accusative. Selarum, selis, selis. One more time. Selai, selai, selas. Selarum, selis, selis. Just like puella, philia, all our nice words ending in a. So, pecunia, of course, follows the same pattern. Sella are our new nouns for today. And let's look at 3 new verbs. The verb to enter sounds very similar. Intrare. So we've lost the e in English. In Latin we've got the in. In, to go in. Intrare. Intrare. I've underlined the stem. If we remove the are, we get intra. Intra. And then from that r, we push into our intro, intras, intrat. Intramos, intratis, intrant. And wherever you're entering, that's essentially a direct object. That will become an accusative. So if, for instance, I said, I enter the house or the villa, ego, willam, accusative, intro. We enter the kitchen, accusative, culinam, intramos. So it's to be considered as a direct object. Intrare, intrare. And numerare, numerare. To number or to count something. Numerare. Numero, numeras, numerat. Numeramos, numerates, numerant. The mistress counts her slave girls. Domina. Anquilas numerat. Domina. Anquilas numerat. Numerare. And the verb to hide or to conceal something is celare. Celare. Very nice verb, this one. Notice the long E. Not celare, but celare. Approximately double the length of time to pronounce it, to enunciate it. Celare. I hide. Celo. This would be used with a direct object, so I hide something. I hide the chair, for instance, would be selam, accusative, celo. We hide the chair. Selam. Celamos. Celo, celas, celat. Celamos, celatis, celant. So we've got intrare, numerare, celare. Entrare, numerare, celare. So, let's ask a few questions. Let's practice these words with some nice sentences. Ubi est? Remember, where is? Ubi est? Ubi est filia? Where's the daughter? Our daughter. Ubi est filia? Filia non est in villa. Non est in villa. Non est in villa cum matrona. She's not in the house with the matron. Ubi est filia? Filia est in taberna. In taberna. With the farmers. How do you say that? She's in the tavern. Cum agricolis. Up to no good. In taberna. Cum agricolis. Where is the gladiator? Ubi est gladiator? Gladiator is in the arena. Gladiator est in arena. Because he's fighting today. Because he's fighting today. Quod. Do you remember today? Hodie. Hodie pugnat. Gladiator est in arena. Quod hodie pugnat. Where is the farmer? Ubi est agricola. Ubi est agricola. Right, I'll narrate a little bit in Latin now. Give you a break from translating for a few minutes at least. See if you can follow what I'm saying using the new verbs and the new nouns that we've met here. Ubi est agricula? Agricula non est in via. Non est in via. In taberna? No. Agricula non est in taberna, sed agricula est in villa, in culina. Agricula pecuniam numerat. Agricula in culina pecuniam numerat. Are you following me? What's he doing? Not cooking, not anything else. His pecuniam, his money, is numerare, numerat. He's counting, numbering literally. He's counting his money in the kitchen. All right. That's what he's up to. Agricula pecuniam inculina numerat. Pecunia immensa est. Pecunia immensa est. Where's the money? We'd say on the table, wouldn't we? But in Latin, immensa. Pecunia immensa est. Matrona culinam intrat. Intrare with accusative. Matrona culinam intrat. Et matrona agricolam spectat. Et matrona pecuniam, big pile of coins, pecuniam spectat. Ho, 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 ho. Matrona pecuniam amat. Oh yes, let's go stronger. Valde, very much so. Valde. Matrona pecuniam valde amat. Agricola quoque. You remember that one? Quoque. Also, agricola quoque pecuniam valde amat. Valde, very much. Valde amat. Oh dear. What's going to happen now? Agricola pecuniam celat. Celare. What's that? Remember? Let's check. Celare, to hide or conceal. Ho ho. Agricola pecuniam celat. Matrona agricolam castigat. Why? Castigat. Quod agricola pecuniam celat. Matrona agricolam castigat. Quod, because agricola pecuniam celat. Ubi est pecunia? Ubi est? In mensa? Pecunia non est in mensa. In via? Pecunia non est in via. In taberna. Ridiculum. Pecunia non est in taberna. Cum puellis et agricolis. Pecunia non est in taberna. Ubi est, where is? Ubi est pecunia. Ubi est pecunia agricolae. What did I say? Ubi est pecunia agricolae. Agricolae. Is it that one? That one? That one? That one? Where is the money of the farmer? Genitive singular. It must be because of the context. Ubi est pecunia agricolae. Where is the farmer's money? Pecunia est in culina sub cella. The pecunia est in culina sub cella. Ablative case, just like in or cum, sub, located, under, underneath. Sub cella. Matrona pecuniam non spectat. Matrona agricolam castigat. Right, guys, well done if you managed to follow me there. What did I say? What was happening? So where was the farmer? In the house, in the kitchen. What was he doing? He was at the table counting his money. Pecuniam numerat. The money was on the table, in mensa. Then matrona intrat colinam. The matron enters and she looks at, observes the farmer and the money, and she valde very much. Valde amat. She loves the money very much. But we said the farmer quoque also valde amat, greatly loves the money. Therefore he celat, he conceals the money. And we looked for it, and we dismissed the places where the money was not, and then we discovered that it was underneath, like the submarine under the water, underneath the stool or the chair, somehow concealed so that the matron couldn't see it. Whereupon she chastised the farmer again. Okay, very, very good. So we can use these words. Let's have a go at you making a few short sentences now. So let's change the actors. What about this time the mistress is going to have the money? Where is the mistress? Where is the mistress? Ubi est domina? Ubi est domina? The mistress is in the house. Domina est in villa. Or you can put your verb at the end. It doesn't matter. In villa est. Domina in villa est. With her daughter. We don't bother about the word her, so with daughter, ablative case. Cum filia. If it's plural, with her daughters. Cum filiis. Yes, you get a double I. The first I was already there in the part of the word, filia. And then I just add the is, filiis. Okay, so domina est in villa. The mistress is counting the money, or her money, but we just say money. Mistress counts the money. So choose your infinitive. Take off the ari, get the stem. Numer os at. Right, okay. Mistress counts the money. Domina pecuniam numerat. The mistress counts her money every day. Oh yeah, keeping stock, keeping on top of the accounts. Very important. We've got this nice word, quotidie. We had time phrases such as nunc, now. Often, do you remember that one? Begins with S. Saipe. Today, hodie. Well, this is quotidie. Quotidie. It's linked to dies, D-I-E-S, which is the word for day. Quotidie. Every day, or on a daily basis, daily. Quotidie. So the mistress counts her money daily. Domina pecuniam quotidie numerat. Domina pecuniam quotidie numerat. Because the mistress greatly loves her money. Because the mistress greatly or very much, this is our little word here to give more intensity to what we're saying, loves. Quod domina pecuniam valde amat. Valde amat. The daughter also loves the money. Filia also, quoque, with it's spelled Q-U, yeah? And then an O, qua. Filia quoque. Pecuniam amat. Stronger, very much loves it. Filia quoque. Pecuniam valde amat. And this time, the stranger is going to enter the house. A stranger enters the house with a spear. Oh no. Adwena Willam intrat. Cum hasta adwena, cum hasta Willam intrat. And the stranger looks at the money. Adwena pecuniam spectat. Spectat. The mistress carries, like the porter, carries the money and hides the money in the kitchen. Domina pecuniam, accusative. Portat et celat in culina. Under the table. Sub, ablative. Submensa. Submensa. Okay, very, very good. Let's just have a quick revision of our new words for today. We have pecunia, pecunia, sella, sella, entrare, entrare, numerare, numerare, celare, to hide or conceal, celare. Little words called adverbs, actually, giving a little bit more information in a sentence. Quotidie, every day or daily, on a daily basis. Quotidie, quotidie, and very much so, very much. Walde, remember the V is pronounced as a W. Walde. Okay, right guys, I hope this has been enjoyable and useful. Keep practicing these verbs. Make your own little sentences. Invent your own ones like I have done to practice conjugating the verbs and declining the nouns and just manipulating the language in this very basic level so that you grow in confidence. Thank you for watching. Please give me a like if you thought this was useful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back very soon with yet another video for you. Okay, cheers guys. Walete.